Okay, and we're back with some more Stifled. New PC, because the other one died. You might have heard that in other videos. But, I replayed episode 1. I did try and record it. OBS fluffed or something and didn't record any footage, which is really annoying. And, I found maybe one more extra cursed doll, and I ended up in a different area with the extra area. And I played through that, and I thought I was recording. And, so now we're on level 2, but the after level after the first area was very different. So these are the official channels, by the way, if you're watching it elsewhere. Someone has stolen my content. Now we may need to click a lot to see a lot more, but okay, there's an invisible wall here that we can't walk through, which is awkward. He's got a cough and I've got a cough. Did I show the overlay and take it off? Right, but this is definite demonstration of the visuals. Also, new PC is not having the fall through the ground issues. Oh yeah, I was waiting on the new PC when I played this, wasn't I? It died before that, so the fact that we're running it 2 stream setup, you know, so it's 2 mics, so I'm using a different mic for the actual audio game capture so that it knows that I'm speaking to the one that I'm speaking to you on. So I have 2 different mics. But I do believe that maybe the area might be, you know, the second area that you play might be varied depending on how you find the dolls. I don't know, or it might just be RNG, but I did end up in a very different after the level, or it just might be an update that happened to the game afterwards. But it's not just wireframes. You can see that there are actual textures and actual visible scenes. It's just you don't actually get to see them because it's so dark. So there might be a lot of texture in this game that, you know, if it wasn't in wireframe mode, if it was in native mode, that you might be able to see. But that's an interesting one, right? So I am going to use clicks and echolocation to find, but, you know, just clicking my fingers for my clicks rather than necessarily talking. I find that more useful to navigate around. So I've got it turned down a bit. That sounds like a screw. Okay, there's the beast. I heard him. Please stop talking. Okay. Okay, now that sounds female. Okay, well that's a very definite... I hate you. Okay, now I see you in that one. So the creature is our kid. And our kid seems to hate us. I don't want you here, I hate you. Please don't talk. Okay, and so literally all of our kids, as they scream at us repeatedly in all of the different cells. So please stop talking. Okay, okay, we get it, we get it. But we don't want to fall down a hole. That would be really bad. But yeah, I mean, that seems to be the sort of storyline that's going on in the game. Okay, so that one has been lifted up. I might want some of these rocks. Okay. I'm guessing because we're being given rocks. One of the creatures free.
What are you doing in there?
There's someone in there. Is that our wife? And we can see her crying in there, and it's not an evil one. Okay, so there's stuff that way. There's some... That might be able to get over to her, but I think we need to raise the bridge first. I'm going to go look for a way to raise the bridge. Again, the creature might be here, so we can crawl to go. But it's nice that the scenery that's in permanent flow as well has, you know, permanent sound creation features to add sort of scenery. So I apologise if I'm clicking loudly in your ear as I try to click echo scenery rather than shout too much, but it still can pick up my voice. You can see that it does sort of have some effect, but not necessarily as much as you might want as I get closer and closer to the mic to try and have it be a bit louder. Okay, there's reds. Now in the first area, the reds didn't seem to necessarily notice us so much. We've got it turned down a bit so that we can get away with talking and not necessarily set it off, whilst being able to still give, you know, commentary. But if I talk too loud, the creature is different. Creature is different in this one. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we can die in this one. There's two creatures, a boy and a girl. The first level, that fat ass creature, I guess it was in its baby mode. Right, okay. I get it. And now it's an older creature. Boy and a girl. Interesting. But we can actually die now. So, you know, I didn't notice that. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's different. Does that mean that we can die now? You gone? Is it safe? Scripted death? Shit. Okay, we're free. That's a train. I thought maybe the train's a pickup for this level. But I think we're okay and free now that we're under that. You know, we should be free from him. But yeah, it seems like there's two babies on this level, so we've got two to look out for. Also, we still want to keep an eye out for secret things. But I will keep hold of a rock. Right, I wonder if like taking the train to the exit might also be something special. You know, because it's a special toy rather than rocks. It would seem like it's something special to carry that would be interesting. Right, we do want to see if we can find any more of the secrets. That's just a chain, that's not someone up there, is it? There may still be someone up there, but it's, you know, demonic red glow. Right, we don't want to fall back down. That didn't sound helpful. Do we need to do something with that chain, do you think? Hey. I don't know. Let's take a rock. Something ominous made a noise. There's a crack. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. safe. You just enjoy that. I'm just gonna use that vision to see a bit. Okay, she might be chasing us still. Okay, there might be someone new up here. A third kid.
Rose, just hang in there.
No, don't provide hints. It's gonna cause a lot of noise. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Like I said in a previous one as well, there is like a first-person shooter version of this that they made as well. Yeah, I knew that would make a lot of noise. Okay, where are we? Are we at the start of the area? We are. Shit. We're dead. Yeah, there's nothing that we could get that would save us there. When it's got the red line on the soundbar, it's like you're making noise that is going to alert them. And yeah, I kind of bound myself into a situation where we weren't going to be able to get out of that. Okay, we don't want to go into the clock, to the landslide. Okay, I think we're set. As I was saying, I think we're safe. No, she was with us the entire time and just not talking. She was biding her time. So that's on the edge. We don't want to go off the edge.
Rose, just hang in there.
Okay. So we want to get into that. Shit. Okay, the baby one's back. Okay, it's just the dolls everywhere. So, I don't think we can keep clicking on and interact with any of those dolls. Okay, but I didn't realise that there were going to be 2 kids. But they are different ones to the first level. Okay. Yeah, that absolutely won't attract demons. Just a wall. Okay, so we need to go this way. Echolocation. You haven't found any secrets in this level, interestingly enough. And like I said, I do think that they have an effect on where you go in the secondary level. So, you know, it might be that we want some. But we haven't been able to see any. I would suspect there might have been one up there when those 2 babies, well, the 2 children were. That would be an ideal place to hide one, right? There seems to be a demon in there. Because it's making red noise. There's someone over there. Okay, I think. As I was saying, I think we're far enough away that we can talk. We appear to have gone for a third. Right, how? Where am I heading to? Shit. Where am I heading to? I mean, I might as well let them take. Where am I heading to? So it circled round on itself, but I couldn't find a way. This is also difficult because you know, it's like a 3D maze that you can't see, and you have to echolocate, but they are guardians of the echolocation. We also don't want to be in the water, we want to be on the land, which is awkward enough. Okay, so we can see this will take us in the water. I'm guessing we want to head up there. Is there a way up there? I only see the water. And the water... Come on. Damn it. Okay. You chasing me? Uh-oh, we're dead. Fuck. Right, there's legitimately no way. Maybe there's a side path there, but fuck. I thought I was out of range to be able to get away with that. Because they have a range, and when we trapped them in that corner before, I feel like I saw a separate path there. But like I say, it's very hard when you can't actually see. To see where you're going. Do we need to knock her cage down? There's another demon in that cage. That is another demon. That is a third demon. I wonder if I can just bring you over here. Demons! Over here. You know you want to. Okay, demons. You know too much. You little cheese. He came at me rather than go over there. I saw him turn round. I was like, you know too much, demon child. You know too much, you psychic demon child. I wonder, are they from the same parents? They surely would be in this game. They wouldn't be like, this is your daughter you had with a different person. Yes. It would not be the case. Demons! Come here! Sorry. I needed more rocks. I couldn't get to any more rocks. He was too close to me and, you know, he wasn't moving any further. Right. If I move all those rocks over there where I had them before though, then, you know, it will help. Right. Okay, beach far away in time. Okay. I do want them all over here. But give me some more rocks over there first. Right, give me these rocks. There might be something hidden behind her. I get the feeling like there might be. Right, the demons aren't here yet. It does seem like maybe there might be something there. They're not here yet. I can afford to grab all of these rocks. Put them all over there. So I've got a plethora of rocks to play with. The boy's still on me. Pick up the rock. Come on. The rock gave me away. I think the kid might have had some solid mass there as well. He wouldn't let me out of the water with his hands on me. Okay, so I lost perspective of where I was wanting to go. And also I think the boy just stayed with me, which wasn't ideal. I lost perspective of where I wanted to send them and where I wanted to go. And I couldn't reorientate myself because they were with me. Like, the one girl ran off, but the boy didn't. The boy refused to go. He was the boy who refused to go, not the boy who lives. Do not confuse him with the boy who lived. He was simply the boy who refused to go. So we could send them all to that one dank corner where we sent them before, and that works pretty well. Is this attracting them? And it's making red noise. But it may just be because the demon girl in the cage. Demons! Over here! Come on. You know you want to. Shit! Shit! I hoped I might be able to take them extra steps and bring them with me. I guess it's because I wasn't looking at them that it did the instant death rather than it being, you know, getting injured. That might also be a thing. But I'm glad that there are lose conditions now because, you know, when you weren't losing it felt a bit cheap. Felt a bit cheap. And I guess that's when I replayed through the first level as well, I just literally ran. Well, I didn't literally run through. I did do it stealthily. But with the last part where he literally can touch you, I threw a stone and then just ran. But he didn't get to come up to me and injure me, so I'm guessing, you know, I did it properly. But first time through, it seemed like he wasn't really injuring us at all. Like, so, you know. She's already aggro. stones! Okay, I think we're okay. I think I've got them in the start area. So now I'm okay to explore. What is that? Nothing interesting. Aha, passage. No? Is that where I was meant to get up all along, or have I just cheated? I see something over there, but I feel like I may have just cheated. That was the path that was intended to be climbed up. I mean, it looks potentially like it could be. It just doesn't natively look like anything in the overworld. You know, I wouldn't have naturally, unless it looked like that path that was sort of like there, I wouldn't have natively gone up that road. This feels like backwards. There's something making noise just over here. They're calling like they can hear me. Okay, we've got a bridge. We've got a saving point. Okay, so that was progress. Interesting. That doesn't feel like I natively did that right, necessarily. But we'll excuse that, right? So, I'm not finding any hidden dolls either in this level. So I don't know if there are any, or if I'm just not, you know, venturing off the beaten track. I'm not really venturing off the beaten track too much. I hate you too. It's not my fault. I've tried to arrange things. Okay, considering that was a save point between there as well, that feels like maybe there was hidden secrets in there that we should have found. You know. How am I going to do this? Come on then. You can't blame the parent that isn't there. If it's not their fault that they're not there. You know, if they try and arrange to see them, but they're not allowed, or, you know, if they don't know about the kids, or, you know, if just the person that's the mother doesn't really arrange things, you're trying that also, you know, you can't blame them. can't blame the parent necessarily that isn't there, because it might not be their fault that they're not there. You know, they might be trying but not able to be in the kid's life. So, you know. So my secret stuff senses are tingling. Turns out it was just an alternate route back to the start, maybe. I don't know. But I do feel like we've missed secrets. But have we? I heard a non-demon child. Demon child, where are you? There you are. Okay, we're going to need to do another run-up for that again. This is awkward.
I'm coming right on.
Did the kid fall off the ledge? Oh my god. I can also see pretty well. I feel like the demon child just fell off. I feel like the demon child fell off the ledge. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You tried to grab me and you fell off. That is not nice. He's probably down here waiting for us in a place he's not meant to be. But I do feel like the kid just fell off the ledge. And... wow. May have got killed. Okay. There's more of a path. Echo. Right, paths here. But yeah, he was right there about to grab us, and then it's just like he's gone, he despawns. I feel like he fell off the ledge. So that would be back to where we just were. We wouldn't want to go through all that again. So let's just go over here.
Let's get you out of there.
With a love key. You're free. Okay. She wasn't too happy to be freed. Orphanage. Achievement unlocked. So whether the game is going to vary the routes because I did different things, I don't know. It's like we ended up in an orphanage in a different area rather than the weird overworld dream sort of thing with the choice to turn left or turn right that I had before. And we're back in this room. That may have just been part of the orphanage, you know, because of that was a special level. That might not have been the level that I would have got before. I don't know. Right, so we're now back in this overworld. So, what have we got? Thank you for submitting a partial manuscript entitled Never Look Back by Barnyard Books. I'm sorry to say, Never Look Back does not fit our current publishing standards, though your work does show some promise. But if you have to take another look at it after you've worked out some of the problems we feel are quite detrimental. Closed is a note from our editor and highlights of all the parts that you want to particularly take note of and fix. We are honoured to receive your submission and we'll be more than happy to hear back from you. Wally. Right. So what have we got going on here? Any other things that we can steal? We've got some VHS tapes. Fanatic Psycho. And Tonight the Dead Lives. A hot and fresh pizza. Tasty. Wait, is there something on the back? Yeah. Don't think we'll be eating that with the maggots on the back. No, thank you. Maggot pizza. It's not for me. First anniversary. Okay, a wedding song. He's watching wedding. Second anniversary. Vacation number 1. Vacation number 2. Okay, so he's watching the Repairing Relationships by Justin Nguyen, PhD. Relationship requires commitment and sacrifice, and when one party loses those, it's often detrimental. This self-help book aims to teach one to recognise the warning signs and how to survive a crisis and resolve differences. Dr. Nguyen, world-renowned love doctor and psychologist, specialises in helping couples through the ups and downs. This book offers practical guidance in helping cultivate trust and forgiveness, which are hallmarks to a forgiving and healthy relationship. Let's just ignore the creepy that just happens. Wait. Was this... I could have sworn this was a path out. Have I done something that's made this not a path out? Was that not a path out just? Okay. Some husk creatures and an alien. And then some more alien walls and skulls. Yeah, wedding vibes are over. Wedding and happiness vibes are over. Okay. Most people remember their childhoods. Okay, so we've actually got extra pages as well. Homes with the fondest of memories. I'm no exception. It's a place where I grew up, exploring the wide and wonderful one step at a time. I remember the days wandering in the woods behind my house and exploring every nook and cranny. It was during my exploration trips when I first met Kane. Too cheerful a start, Draggy. Okay. Looking at some old photographs, I brought my mind back to my childhood days, and in particular a mystery that till this day I haven't been able to solve. It involves a childhood friend of mine called Kane. Kane was a sickly looking boy, shallow skinned, and he was always having trouble to keep it up. Yet he always followed me in my estuaries into the woods, despite looking like the next breeze could blow me. Too direct reads, too informative, yeah. I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night. Immediately awake, I shot a quick look around my small apartment and saw nothing out of place. That was weird, I thought to myself as I climbed out of bed, thinking of getting some water to drink. I shuffled into my small kitchen in the dark and poured out some water into a glass. As I brought the glass up to my mouth and my nose got a whiff of something I thought I'd forgotten, something aged past the smell of death. Too cliche possible, also like too verbose. Too descriptive, like, God, that's awful narration and writing. Okay, time to get out of this place. Echolocation is not a thing. In the light world, we need eyes to see, apparently. Eyes to see. Right, so that was also an interesting one in the other one that you never got to see. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I glitched it so that I did like the first area again but got a second afterworld sort of thing. I don't know, but it was a bit weird that it was different. Okay.
Rose?
We can't echolocate, which is, you know, different even though it's dark. You know, we cannot echolocate in here. What is this? Bloody sheets. Interesting. Why are you washing a bloody napkin? Do your own laundry. Okay. I can do my own laundry. Doesn't sound like a healthy marriage. He does not sound happy. Maybe the kids, you know, it's the fact that he's a negligent dad if they are living together, might be part of a thing. An origami kitten. An origami doggo. Nothing in there. Rose's birth. Thought Rose was your wife, not your daughter. Interesting. Right, also lights. No, I do want that light on. What does this one affect? I don't know. But we will put all the lights on, and you know, when they turn off it'll be odd. A little Civil War sort of thing. There's a VHS in there. God damn it. Select the VHS. There we go. Hear me not. Interesting. See no evil, hear no evil. Speak no evil. An old coin with a famous present, in God we trust. United States of America, $50. A lot of $1 bills. Bloodsucker. These VHS movies are coming, you know, very unusually titled. Money. In God we trust. Really, in God we trust. You trust in God? $2. Another origami creature, a little horso. I feel very tall. Finding Happiness, a book by Bud Hardy. What is the good life? What is happiness? You might, at this point in your life, think that happiness is beyond reach. But we can show you that happiness is not a hard thing to achieve. When life gets complicated, take a step back and learn to reset yourself. Reflect on what truly important to you and the steps you need to take to get you there. Okay, anger management. Okay, anger, we have all felt it before. Annoyance, irritation, hatred, rage, whatever the manifestation. The emotion left unchecked will tend to become destructive, yet this doesn't necessarily have to be. In this book, we'll teach you the best ways on how to channel this powerful emotion into something productive and fuel your successes in life. I feel like we might be times. I do feel like we might be times. Ooh, an origami globe. That's an interesting one. Hello, Ratto. Origami Rose. Maybe because the wife-daughter is called Rose? You're not tempting me out just yet. Buckets of the leak, some sheet music everywhere. I need to find these secret dolls. Green Sabbath, no, it's Black Sabbath. Eric Clapton, you know, he's got all this knockoff music. Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Queen. It could also be, you know, King something, I can't even say. Wicked Strawman, right, so these are probably all references to things as well. Like knockoff references to films. It's odd that you can't just name them, you know, it's like, I doubt you'd get copyright for just naming them. I bet all the books are references to things as well. Okay. You are in my way. Some of the doors are sometimes like in the area that you didn't get to see as well. Hello, rats. There was seemingly like maybe branching paths as well that I could have taken and done. What a filthy bathroom. Maybe it's because of the rat. I don't know. Maybe the rat is because of the filth. But yeah, it felt like maybe I could have done alternative things there as well. Falling. Splash into some water. I know it's upside down. Shit, we're stuck on something. Maybe I should make this a separate episode of its own as well, you know, because these overworlds are interesting and, you know, maybe long enough in themselves. But for today, I guess we're just going to run it extra long. Some rose red spray paint, interesting. Lots of rose stuff. Bloods. Leaky sink. Fish heads. Another cards. Some people. A lot of cutlery. Gonna take the fish heads. No. Some candy as well. A blender, a microwave. You can always open the microwaves in these sorts of games. Can't get into that door. Funny. Anything in the oven? Nothing. Nothing interesting. A toaster, some coffee and things. Right. Question is, do we head upstairs or do we head outside? Are they Moai, Alaska, the guide to Alaska. There's something odd with that physics in that corner. We've got another statue, some more origami pets, bag. So we are back in our own home again, rather than the orphanage. Those lights seem to do nothing. Some shoes. We can't go out the front door yet, right? So we do need to solve whatever mystery is keeping us in here. Okay. Dave Ridley, Caucasian, birth date 1950, vocational degree 20,000 annual income. Rose Ridley, 52, Caucasian, 10,000 income, degree. Okay, so she is our wife. She's definitely not our child. Cast the mats. Cast you out. Another card. A bunch of rainbow people. I'm guessing the cards are going to be the collectible in this. Aha. Rose Ridley. Something ripped up. Okay, there are more pieces. Or is it just the one? Delivery. Is everything alright? You've been knocking on your door for the last 2 hours, but no one answered. The lights are on. You guys have been missing the town hall meetings and everyone's getting worried. Hope you guys are not in trouble. You know where to find us if you need any help. Regards, your next door neighbours. Okay. That's locked. Let's go upstairs before we go into the back garden. I'm feeling like upstairs might be less likely to trigger something. The fact that there's music up there now suggests I'm actually going to go to the back garden, because something is clearly going on up there. Let's go look outside. I mean, I've turned on this music, but someone else is upstairs. Someone else is doing something upstairs. Anything going on over here? Magical things with that gaze. And obviously we saw Rose over there before. We can't run for some reason. We can only walk. Right, there is a window open. Welcome to my garden. Something just broke. Creepy noises. Right, the lights are all coming on. Okay, so there's a hurricane coming. Someone else has been in here. They've left footprints. Any of those tools you saw? No. Okay. Someone has been in the car. Red paints! Okay, so we've been spraying the paints. On the car, maybe. We didn't need to open that even further, to be honest. I was trying to close it entirely. Nothing interesting in there. Woodworker's bloodbath. Maybe I should be trying to guess those as well. Guessing they're horror films. Aha. An interesting spare room in here. Or is it just another path? It's just another path, friends. Not quite ready to do that. Do not disturb. Interesting. Right, so candlelight vigil, probably because the power's out because of the storm, even though it's not. Okay, so we've got... Can't even really see what that one is. Boats. Boaty McBoatface. I wanted to explore upstairs before whatever we were going to trigger down there. Baby's room. Any creepy dolls to go look at this time? Just some clothes. Some more clothes. Empty drawer. Cards. With ominous shadow on the child's. Just some more baby clothes. That looks like something. Rocking horse. No trippy baby. Okay. A nice little presents. Some toys. Candy cane. Christmas decoration. Christmas is coming. What's a Christmas decoration? Ah, hello. The 7 little pigs. They found some friends. Tortoise and the bear. Right, so I want to find all of the creepy little A is for apple, B is for babies, E is for car, D is for dad. What did dad do with the car? Diapers and baby care. Coffins and death. Okay, my little girl. Okay. I have a 6-year-old daughter who is the most beautiful, kind and adorable little girl you can ever imagine. She is the jewel of our eye, the pride of our lives and the kindest of our hearts. Just last week we found her crying, stretched up in a bush in the garden. Apparently she found out a little baby bird that's fallen out its nest. When the parents were nowhere to be found, she begged us to help the little baby, and together we nursed it back to health. Imagine her sorrow when we one day found the baby bird torn apart in a cardboard box. We kept it in. Probably a predator of some sort, though it appears it wasn't really eaten. My little sweetheart cried for a couple of days, looking severely disappointed. The poor little thing. We need to take a look at the fencing around the house. We've been finding a few small animal parts strewn about in our garden, and it's getting concerning. I'm really worried about my husband there. He's been looking out of sorts lately. He's taken to staring intently whenever I address our daughter with a weird sort of look in his eyes. He's also been ignoring her if she's even right there trying to talk to him. Not sure what that's all about, but I'll need to give him something soon. A child needs love of both parents, after all. It almost sounds like either the daughter or the dad just rips that creature to bits. And whichever it is, the other knows that it wasn't them. They know that the other person did it. Maybe the dad, because he has anger issues. Okay, Steaming Home Streaming has messed up. I can still play, but you cannot see anything that's going on. Why are you doing that, Steaming Home Streaming? There's a tiger lioness thing with wings. This is annoying that Steaming Home Streaming has lagged out like this. You're gonna see nothing but a fucking door whilst I'm still playing on. Because I'm gonna play on. You can still hear it. I mean, the sound is still synced up, but the footage is not. Okay, there's some sort of picture of a pier. There's a book called Parenting Adopted Children. Okay, Parented Adopted Children. A comprehensive guide for families that are going to face or are facing children that are not of their blood. Adoptive parenting requires extra effort, and this book seeks to show you the best ways towards a happy family. Adopted children often come from loss of birth family, or perhaps culture, or even language. The book seeks to inform and educate you on the best ways in which to address loss without negative representation to any standard percepting techniques you might employ. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that you can't see this going on. Hopefully there's not too much more left now, because Steaming Home Streaming, what you done? Arched back vampire and a million VHS tapes in a cabinet. There's a cabinet full of liquor. In fact, there's a lot of liquor in this. There's a football. It's very dirty and has a hole in it. It's not ideal, right? So I'm in a bedroom with a lot of pictures and a lamp and a table. I'm heading towards the table. There's a filing cabinet with 4 layers. You can still hear the sounds that are going on, even though you can't see anything. Wait, there was something in that one. Future magazine, Tomorrow Today, quick fix, curing cancer. It's got the word image with a strike through it and a red tick on it. Virtual reality special. It's like it's being made. Oh, and then on the second page, it's missing a lot of the stuff. The title futuristics, but it's an editing thing. So it's saying move these up here. There's hydrogen crossed out. They removed the word hydrogen, but the word hydrogen still remains. Virtual reality, quick fix, curing cancer. Right, so the virtual reality special has been moved, but you've crossed out hydrogen, but it's still there. Battling against the disease. I don't know why that's underlined. So I'm guessing it's because of maybe someone has cancer. But battling the condition is underlined. I'm going into some more bookshelf things. Cupboards. Nothing interesting in that. It's covered in books. There's a picture of a mountain. There's another cupboard, a massive cupboard with trophies on. There's a trophy on the floor, which we can pick up, and it says Best in Writing Senior in 1965. Okay. There's some more things. A picture of a lion with some Egyptians and something that says Nate, and it's got a map on it. Okay, and then there's a lion statue. We've got another book, St. James Middle School. We'll read it. Okay, and it's several pages. A loud knocking sound woke me up from my slumber. It was deep in the night, with only usual nighttime sounds. So I'm going over there because the screen's tiny and it's an angle. And with this text, it's a horrible angle, so we just have to go directly in front of it. Nighttime suns from the streets outside. I sat up in my bed, rubbing sleep from my eyes, wondering in my half-awake state if I had dreamt the sounds. I looked around my room and saw what I expected. My room unchanged and nothing seemed to be awry. I must have been dreaming, I thought to myself, as I made it to settle back into bed. At this moment I spotted something odd. My bedroom door was just slightly ajar, which might be why I didn't notice it first. That immediately set off alarm bells in my head, since I had never slept without my door closed and locked, ever. A sudden chill crept up my spine, but I convinced myself that I must have forgotten to close it the night before. I left my bed and went to shut the door as fast as humanly possible, and jumped back under my covers like the devil himself was after me. After a few deep breaths and nothing happening, I chuckled a bit, and my silliness and tried going back to my sleep. Just when I was about to fall asleep, a loud knocking sound jolted me wide awake again. Fear hammered through my veins. The sound was very much closer, much, much closer. The sounds. Wait, the is on one page, and then the next page is the sound was right under my bed. So it's the sound was right under my bed. Then you're the best in writing, and there's an award for Best Essay Award, 10th grade, 1963. Best in Writing, Junior, 1964. So I guess you were writing these as a child? I mean, the one thing in the previous place was saying you weren't very good at writing, wasn't it? You know, just having a go at your writing, right? So there's a million books on shelves. There's another picture of some Egyptian statue, the Sphinx, with a nose on it. And two sphinxes facing each other. He's got a Moai sort of head, but an Egyptian one, you know, with the huge hats. But, you know, just sort of that sort of statue heads. There's a safe with a combination. Oh dear, we need to find a combination. Fuck. It's 4 numbers. Fuck. Fuck. You're not going to get to see this. There's still going to be plenty of games. I don't know if I've found... Oh my god, there were numbers, right. So, we have some concerns about your recent work performance. You've been submitting shoddy work and acting generally distracted. If you have any problems at all, do feel free to talk to me about them. It has been brought to my attention that you've been missing multiple deadlines, and we've troubled your dipping performance. Though we deeply empathise with your familial situation, we cannot willfully ignore your unproductivity, which much longer. I'm officially putting you on 2 weeks' notice today to settle all your problems. Dave, congratulations on your work, and the advert you recently put out seems like the client really liked it, and it's been quite well received. Seems like the decision to put you on break for that 2 weeks was pretty effective, huh? In any case, congratulations on the work, and we hope to see you soon. Like, the company is very impressed with your recent performance, and thinking of filling you into our recently vacated position of senior editor. We hope to bring you onto the company in a more permanent fashion. Anyway, because this broke, and I'm just going to call it an episode there. So thanks for watching. Join us again tomorrow. Goodbye. Because the visuals broke.